Hey everybody, how's it going? I had a really had a really great weekend. I had a lot more fun at the wedding than I thought I would, and it was surprisingly good to see my cousins. We're not really close, and I've always just kind of taken that as a but we had a very enlightening conversation amongst the cousins. The cousins got a table. My generation of our family got a table that was separate and away from our previous generation, and we had a very enlightening conversation amongst ourselves. um, so yeah, that was good. It was a conversation that needed to happen, and that could only happen away from the previous generation. But it was fun, so it ended up being really good to see him. Wedding was great. Wedding was great. My cousin was awesome. He looked great. His wife looked great. I got to see my aunt and uncle again. My cool aunt and uncle. Love them. Got to see my aunt by marriage. Her family are all awesome. I got to see them. Um, yeah, it's just great. Really good time. And then it was really hilarious because it ended up so. Yeah. So ended up it was just a really nice wedding. There was like no it was short, it was sweet. The ceremony wasn't overly long. The wedding and the reception took place in the same location, so it was just really nice. Like everything was just really cool. It was like a non-denominational and also non like the vows were such that they could be straight, gay, non-binary, anything really. It was just a really nice, awesome ceremony. Um, yep, yeah, it all worked out well. And then all the stress had started to finally lift off my back because I was really nervous about whether or not my truck would make it there because I haven't been on a major trip in my truck since I moved back in 2017. And so I was really and I had this stress ball sitting in the middle of my back probably like a good month, and it finally started to ease up as I was driving home from the wedding, and then I made a mistake with my truck, and it put me in full panic mode. Yeah, I I am used to Arizona pump gas pumps, and I am used to local gas pumps here, and there is only one ethanol option on those pumps, and so I just go with the ethanol option. Like I grab the pump, it's like an autopilot thing. Uh, the pumps in the state that we were in had a different type of ethanol called E85, and I didn't. It didn't jive in my brain that it was different, and I started pumping it. I had a half a tank of regular gas left. And I was like, we're just gonna fill it up. So I put the pump in. I'm doing my thing, right, and I'm doing my thing, and I look over at it, and I'm like, that pump looks weird. I'm like the it looks weird, and so I look at it, and sure as shit, I realized immediately I was putting the wrong gas in my truck, and I stopped it, But like I'm sitting there like how like my brain is just racing like how fucked am I right now? Like did I just kill my truck? Like because this is the only vehicle that we have that's working at the moment. So I'm like googling furiously to try and figure out like do I need to find some way to pump my tank right now? Like like do I uh and so after some googling, here is what I figured out. And I do not take this as gospel. I am not a trained auto mechanic, but this is what has worked for me so far. Um, normal gasoline has a normal ethanol has like an ethanol range of something like 10 to 20% ethanol, and it varies. E85 actually has a variance as well. It's like 20 to 85%. It can vary wildly. Um, so that half a tank of regular ethanol diluted the percentage of ethanol from the E85. And cars built after 1996, which my truck is a 98, the onboard computer can actually handle a 10 to 15% variance in ethanol. Like it can adjust the oxygen mixture in the engine on the fly to account for a slightly higher ethanol percentage. So that put the truck at about 43% ethanol. Um, and I was able to nurse it home. I had like another 100 miles to go, and we got home without issue. And as soon as I got into town, I filled it up again with regular unleaded to dilute it more. So I was able to get basically. I got really lucky. I cut it off in time, and I was able to dilute the ethanol percentage to get it to a point where my truck could handle it. But I cannot tell you the tightness that is sitting in my chest and on my back right now. Like I am stressed because like uh, I just and that ball has not lifted. Yeah, I the worst part was the feeling like okay, like cuz my brain, I'm a planner, right? It's just the way that my brain operates. Like I have an engineering mindset where I start once I see a problem, my brain starts building out scenarios. Whether I want it to or not, I can't shut it off. My brain immediately like starts lining up the dominoes and planning for, okay, well, if this happens then this, if this happens then that, and it just like it's already constructing plans A, B, C, and D. And all I could see was like if my truck blew up, not actually explode. It wouldn't actually explode. It would just die. The engine would overheat, and basically I'd be fucked. Like, because at that point I can't replace. I'm not gonna fix the truck.
It really cheered X85. I didn't understand that story or hear the whole thing, but here are 85 bits because I think that's the normal amount gas to ethanol percentage or something.
Not. The moral of the story, Tetra, is don't put the wrong gas in your vehicle. And yes, thank you so much for the 85 bits. Jesus, I got very lucky this weekend and didn't kill my truck. I thought I might have killed my truck. How are you doing tonight, Tetra? Are you back from vacation or are you still on your trip? Also, Brid, I have not received a progress report on the puppers yet, and I am frustrated. Where is my pupper progress report? Just got back from vacation. Awesome. I hope that it was excellent and relaxing and in no way a bundle of stress. Oh well. So tonight we are going to be doing Return to Monkey Island. uh Turnpike traffic and construction. Yeah, I could see where that would be stressful. I don't think we need the scrapbook, but we're gonna see what the English text to speech, speech only. No, we're gonna do text and speech. Text speed. Sound effects. More blather, worse pacing. I'm tempted. I'm really tempted to do the worst the writer's cut. You know what? I think we can always turn it off, right? So let's see. Interface. Display speaker's name. Yes, please. Speech text backing. Dark. Speech text side. We'll fine. We'll leave it there. I would be surprised if it can't be changed. I love how they have achievements on the Switch version, even though the Switch itself does not support achievements. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, want to see my Mighty Pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
You know what? I need to... There we go.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. In the old days...
Oh, wait, I can tell me more? Hold on.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a pirate. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery covered with jungle and not found on any map. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. That turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? By then, I had learned ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay? I defeated LeChuck and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Wolf.
So this is Monkey Island 2 now.
I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind course. That guy never gives up.
Wait, this is Curse of Monkey Island. This game is supposed to take place between 2 and Curse of Monkey Island. So this is a recap, Tetra. This is a special option to do like a recap. This is not the actual game. Yeah, no, we're doing casual mode because I'm a basic bitch like that.
Take this, LeChuck! No! Guybrush, come over here, gently now. Remove my mask. Will you promise to stop picking on me? All right. I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Boy brush.
What's that? Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents. Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells. Don't worry, I found him.
So at the end of, let me see if I can.
Come on, let's
Can I
go.
pause? Okay, at the end of Monkey Island 2, it was hinted that LeChuck might be Guybrush's brother, and then they were both turned into kids and ended up at the hey Miyachi, welcome, and ended up at the carnival of, I think it's just the Carnival of the Damned or something. But yeah, they ended up at a carnival. Like, it was all like kind of this weird fever dream, and I'm really okay. That's where we're at right now. Is we're literally right there. Guybrush and LeChuck are children and maybe related at a carnival. It literally picks up right where 2 left off.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
Wonder if it's real. So,
Sorry, boys. Could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Talk to Chucky by turning towards him and pressing A.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. Huh.
Use L and R or the right stick to cycle through the different objects around. Oh, that is a nice feature. Chucky has a good idea.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Order a couple scurvy dogs. How much for our scurvy
How
dogs?
much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8. That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Ask the counter guy for stuff. Wow, check out those glasses.
Cheese inside.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money. Can we get a mug of grog, please?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it. Now what?
Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8?
No.
Then no fries.
Okay.
How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
That key is on a peg leg.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back a key.
You can press Y to open up your inventory and look at the items you picked up.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog?
Looks like they need a swabby in here. I'll never be the ship's swabby. That is really, really low.
See these bits here? That's money. That grown-ups use. To make Brian say silly things and S inverted exclamation mark 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 inverted exclamation mark.
I see what you did there, and I appreciate it. Thank you for the
In
bits.
France, they call a scurvy dog a
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
Oh, please no.
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
Peel the slug off the floor.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Hey, Rogue Thunder, welcome.
I can't even tell if it's animal, vegetable, or mineral.
That's probably for the best. Smell the sludge. Read the sign.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. Gross.
Yeah.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
No.
Okay.
No.
Huh.
Okay.
Gross.
Yeah, we're not interacting with the toilet anymore. Like, I'm not. I refuse. I bet that he can't see the coin because of his glasses, right?
I want to say 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Oh.
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple
I
of
know,
scurvy
Brid.
dogs.
I know. I am well aware.
Take 'em, boy.
Oh.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Yeah, I'm playing it on the Switch.
I'm having these.
I don't
for
have a
breakfast,
gaming
lunch,
PC,
and dinner
so
forever.
I make do with what I've got.
What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Chucky has some good ideas. No, he doesn't.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Okay.
I haven't.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Smells like grog. Let's not go back there again.
Yeah,
Let's get
that
yelled at.
that part of the game was really something. Monkey Island 2. I'm kind of glad I didn't play Curse yet.
That's my friend D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Mess around and explore. Check out the anchor. Beat Chucky in a race. Feed the duck. Add some sauce to my scurvy dog. Practice sword fighting. Find a 4-leaf clover. Make a wish at the wishing well. Find our real parents. Okay.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships
Oh
in
my
place?
god.
They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage.
Guy brushes his sleep.
Then people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close,
Anchor
you can tell that
collectors.
one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around making them out of wood instead.
Jesus.
All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies, but the only way they could keep them from floating
My
was to
lord.
put another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you made port at an invisible city.
At this point, I'm committed. Like, I just want to see the end of it.
On anchors. I read a lot.
If you've missed anything, you can press the left button to see previous lines. Please, okay, it's checked off. Thank you.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
What am I? Oh, you have to hold it. Shit. Yep. Good job. Good job, Guybrush.
I wonder where this.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky
What the
wins!
fuck?
Woohoo! Yeah!
Darn. You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
Why is it not fucking working?
Woohoo! Yeah!
Darn. You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
I don't understand what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah!
Shoot. You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2.
Hey, cheater!
You have
Oh, you have to push the stick and ZR and LR. Okay, okay, okay.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
Got it. Feed the duck.
Hey, hands off.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
Run!
How rude.
That was pretty straightforward, actually.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
This game is
Red glob
awful.
on the ground.
That's ketchup. You should put that on your scurvy
Oh,
dog.
fuck. Why? I understand.
Give it some of your bread. Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
It looks full. It looks full. Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Hold both L and R at some time to highlight nearby objects.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish. I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
Before you use up your wish, maybe you should save the game. You can load your save game and try another wish. That's a fair warning. I wish Chucky had a mustache. I wish D would disappear.
I wish we could speak backwards.
Okay,
Or what-
that's
Yes,
cool.
Yes. Well, here she goes.
That was fun.
Oh man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
Got it. From the option screen.
wish D would disappear.
What?
Hey, neat.
Ouch!
She's just invisible. I'm really glad you got back safe, Tetra. Not that there was really any worry about that, but anytime you travel, you know. I don't know what the correct wish is yet, is the thing.
At home, I've got... Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way. Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
Oh, good lord.
I win.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
That's everything on the list? Find our real parents. But that's not, I don't think that's something I can do here.
I should
Let's see.
throw my coin in and make a wish.
Okay, so we've already done the wish we could speak backwards and make D disappear. You know what? Hold on.
I wish for a cool plant.
A plant?
Ooh.
I take it back. That was the best.
I think we're gonna move on. What the fuck? That's actually Guybrush.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Wow, this is totally an homage to the opening of the first game. Well done. How are the cats doing, Tetra? How's Ruby? Also, Brid. Still no pupper update. The island of Melee, yes. Where we learned to sword fight and met Elaine. And completed the 3 trials of piracy. Yeah, I got that. But now they're cars.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island.
They no longer make meows, they make
Caribbean,
rooms.
Where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Of course. We lookouts have a lot of discretionary thinking time. I use mine to revisit my memories of every Anne, Jack, and Guybrush who spent 5 seconds with me a decade ago on their way to someplace else.
Wow.
Relax, I'm just winding your anchor chain. Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck.
Something tells me we're gonna end up sailing with LeChuck. Aki is stupid cuddly and follows me around everywhere. Yuki follows along for the fun of it. Awesome. So they're adjusting well.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat them to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
I mean,
in that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again.
we have enough,
We'll knock back a
Petra, we
drop
have
and
enough
get
problems
shouted
with
together.
words that sound the same but are
By the
spelled
docks.
different.
Long
I don't
table
know
in
that
the
we
back.
need to add
I know where I'm
in
going.
even more
see.
options for that.
Re-elect Governor Carla. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard.
How do I enter the bar? There we go. We need to go into the bar.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
In the back of the Scum Bar is kitchen. It's a book. Oh, got it. Talk to the
I'm here
pirates.
to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition. Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Oh, is the circus back again? Are we gonna get fired out of another cannon?
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the 3 older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Wow.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who
is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
Wow!
It's not exactly a raid.
What else would we be interested in?
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a personal passion of mine. I really want to find
It's
it.
a personal passion of mine. I really want to find it.
Your weird fetishes are not something I need to hear about.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something.
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend.
We're gonna end up going with LeChuck.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
I know people were not thrilled with this art style when the trailers came out, but man, I'm really digging it.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own.
No, you can't.
If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
No.
I like the old pirate leaders better.
Can I not go into the kitchen? Can I not go? Yeah, I can.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe. How have you been?
Same old, same old.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Okay. She's good. No pieces missing. Ah, shit. I screwed up our anniversary. We're apart more often than I'd like.
We're apart more often than I'd like.
But you're still...
Oh yeah, we're still... We've just each got a lot on our plate. It's a two-plate relationship.
Well, tell her I say hello.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm thinking I'll steal one.
As far as I know, the only ship out there is LeChuck's.
Even better. 2 birds with 1 stone.
I mean,
I like
yeah.
your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Well, it's definitely a mop. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars.
How do I access it? Blood Island is home to... Oh, shit. Ugh.
Active little guys, aren't they? The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. Pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
Honestly, I think I prefer to keep it that way.
You know what? There was one more thing in there that I didn't interact with, and I didn't realize I could until the very end.
Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from that picture.
Okay, so there's an option to steal the picture. How do I get him to... Yeah, I can't use the string with that. Huh, okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to come back here because I can tell you right now I need... The fact that it's giving me the steal the picture option tells me that I'm probably gonna have to steal the picture.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Well, shit. That's just gone now? I don't like that. Is there... Fuck.
Stay away from my mop.
Did I screw that up completely?
Are you sure?
Let's...
Actually, never mind.
I thought so.
You know what? I didn't save, so this might come back to bite me in the ass, but we're gonna see.
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Remind me how long we've been married?
Well, it still feels like the first day.
God damn it.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great!
I'm not quite sure where this game fits in the timeline yet because of how
I've got to come up with a way to deal
it
with
went from
Captain
being the
Solo.
end of the second
pressure
game to
she's
being
putting
a
on the
story.
town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
And I was kind of hoping the Tell Me How Long We've Been Married would fix that, and of course not.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You wouldn't have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter, just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that. I have to get going.
Oh, so do I. Lots to do. Bye.
Bye.
Real voodoo going out of business.
Elaine would kill me if she called me. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. The sign says so. Going out of business? This place is an institution. They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. Oh yeah, my clock has been broken for decades now. This place has kind of gone downhill.
It really is,
Looks like
yeah.
Willie's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle.
He might be. Might be a little upset. Read the sign.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Well, if it isn't Frank, Fred, and Finn, how are ya?
What you be talking about, boy?
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. In a good way, I promise.
Aren't you that Guybrush Threepwood? What wants to be a pirate?
That's LeChuck's voice out of the one on the left.
Aye, well, we're not the pirate leaders no more.
Former pirate leaders is what we are.
Yeah, I already met the chilling trio who took your place. And your table.
Escaped with your life, I see.
What did you mean, wants to be a pirate? I've been a pirate for a long time now.
You may call yourself that, but remember the 3 trials.
I remember them. I was proud to complete them. I still talk about it sometimes. Ad nauseum, Elaine says. It's Latin for something.
Be that as it may, I don't recall us being presented with evidence as to the completion of all 3. That were part of your instructions.
You were kinda gone.
Oh no, really?
'Tis true enough.
Listen, can this wait a little longer? I've got a lot on my to-do list right now.
It matters not. We've all of us moved on.
How is it that you're not the pirate leaders anymore?
Time and democracy, boy.
A lot of our supporters be dead, drunk, or retired.
Our eyes be sharp and our judgments keen. But once you be labeled old school, that's all that gets seen.
The traditions of the 3 trials have become a joking matter in some quarters.
Dark times.
Aye, they even water the grog and mix it with fruit these days. Won't even strip the varnish off a deck.
There is so much meta conversation happening here, like all the jokes made about the series and all the critiques that have been made about how this is an old game and new adventure games do it better. Like, there's a lot of layers to these jokes.
How would you like to back my venture to find the secret of Monkey Island?
The secret?
What a prize!
That's what I tried to tell those clowns in the bar.
They say the pirate that holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
So you're in?
Alas, no.
Those days are behind us.
We've sold our ship and sunk all of the cash into our next venture.
Oh, nuts.
Wait. Didn't I hear that the ghost pirate LeChuck be going to Monkey Island?
Ugh, don't say it. I'm afraid I'm gonna somehow wind up going with him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to. Miyachi, yeah, so I've got the writer's cut turned on in the options, which has more dialogue apparently. I decided to just go for the full Monty on it.
Do you know where I can get my hands on a ship?
Nay.
Stands were the only place for ships.
They've shut it down and thrown the man into jail.
Afraid you're out of luck.
No ships. I wonder if
No
I really should be
ships.
trying to get on LeChuck's ship.
I'm playing it on casual. Yeah, I'm
Tell me about your next venture. What is it?
'Tis a fish shop on the high street where the general store used to be.
A place for buying a fish and telling tales about the catching of fish.
We'll be open on the morrow. Be sure to stop by.
We'll give you the friend's price on the unpopular fish.
I am
you
a
don't have
filthy
a ship?
casual, I admit it.
Where do you get your fish?
From reputable sources.
We'll give you an additional discount if you don't talk about that where people can hear you.
Why'd you pick this corner instead of one closer to your fish shop?
The woman as lives above the shop location is doing a bit of haranguing today. We'll stay clear of her. Thanks very much.
I'll see you around.
Seems likely.
Okay, so Wally won't be back.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Okay. Well, I suppose we should get this out of the way.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you
God
would be
damn it.
here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much.
I absolutely love that the dialogue keeps giving you options to try and figure out where this takes place,
Like a serpent.
and all the answers don't give you anything.
Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Ooh. You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
Okay.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. The luncheon.
At this hour?
It is a midnight luncheon, and your
Okay.
destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
I don't want to go to the docks. I don't want to go to the docks. I want to go explore. I want to see what's happened on Melee Island.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
So, yeah, like, the graffiti is going to be something, right? Like, there's no way that it's not.
I think it's a chandelier.
Welcome to my shop.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but
Please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few. Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
At the end of the plank.
Mothers, please don't touch it.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
Excellent.
Right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. It was, and they really, really wanted me to follow the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a fail-safe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Okay, so we're gonna have to, like, get a serial number and bring it to them.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
But Wally has a monocle.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
Would she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
Okay, so you can never be sunk. The wind is always at your sails. And it's a sort of key. Well, those are not conflicting at all.
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, you know, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down
I
there.
don't want to go down to the docks.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Looks sort of like an eye.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
This asshole.
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all.
I was in the other cell that time.
That's true.
You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore, but maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance.
Right.
Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden
Oh,
instead.
much better. Yeah.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're animals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night.
That's actually a really solid justification.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Watch
An
your boots in
unsightly
here, son.
jail
It's
lamp.
like a swamp.
But at least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
That's the only rule.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Well, that's problematic.
How's your day going?
Guybrush,
I'll make it my. I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Okay, so we can get a key made for Otis, but not for Stan.
Hey,
Oh,
Stan.
that's because we
there,
melted
son.
that lock. Shit. I remember that. We poured grog on it and melted it.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing
That's
needs.
what I want to know is how is he locked in
that's
there?
terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get it from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Game is making it so fucking painfully obvious that I'm gonna end up sailing with LeChuck.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought.
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high.
And you know what's in my heart,
Yep.
son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
Blood
are in
and
my
goopy
heart.
stuff?
Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. It's natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounderbirds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
They might.
It sounds like you should have been arrested several decades ago. I mean, why now? All of a sudden.
One word, jurisdiction. I was expanding my core business, you see, trying to provide ship owners with a variety of ship maintenance necessities.
Yeah.
Sponges, barnacle scrapers, repair manuals, rudder tape. I had a whole line of products. I expanded my distribution to other islands, all over the Caribbean. And that's when I ran into trouble. Some of those islands have different laws, you see, that might not seem so fair to men like you and me. They slap me with a ton of paper, talking about things like standards of quality and consumer protection and
Environmental impact. Yep, there we
They didn't
go.
understand that I wasn't really selling porthole wipers. I was selling happiness. And my customers were happy. They were perfectly happy right up until some clown with a briefcase came along and told them they weren't. It's a crock, son. That's why it won't stand up in court. I'll be out before you know it.
So in other words, the Better Business Bureau, got him is what happened.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Fair.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
I hate sometimes with glasses how you get like a single speck right in the middle of your.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. See you later.
Yep.
Okay, so we need a magnifying glass of some kind to see.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Eee! A spider!
I like how the spider's like, "Ee, a human."
Carla.
Hey, it's the Swordmaster.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Let me show you what a hack looks like.
Pretty good, Guybrush. Right on point.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You've come far since I got you your first cushy government job.
I hope you're not about to try to take credit for me being governor, because that would be both absurd and obnoxious. I might have to skewer you for it.
No, furthest thing from my mind.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So unlikely, but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Fuck.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a
The
ship
rare-
at the docks
wow.
that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Edgy. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Yep. It might be. How do I pick up that? There it is. No, I didn't want to do that.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Does not include Secret Monkey Island. Oh. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
At the end of the plank, there was a mention about the end of the
Can I
plank.
borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Ship-to-ship combat strategies by stupid Captain Madison.
It's thicker than I would have imagined. Warning, do not try these tricks at home.
Shit. Okay, so
It's a lot of work being governor. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
okay.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Slaughter Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly...
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Okay. What's in this door over here? Oh, let's leave the mansion. Okay, so there are books, potentially, that I can... get from the governor's mansion. That's good to know.
Wow, it's worse than the window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Yeah, how do I get in there?
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It says Tan's previously owned vessels.
Tan's.
So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. It's a dried up old sea sponge. It's bone dry. I guess Stan hasn't washed a ship in a while. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
You have to be right on top of those trivia cards to pick them up.
Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. It's sad to see the shipyard like this.
Okay, so how do I get into...
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
It doesn't look like I can get in there. Take the sponge. We're gonna take the sponge. Let's take a look at the trivia. Oh, I don't need a hint. I want to open the trivia book. How many skeletons are in the water on Terror Island Beach? I don't know that. How many torches are initially burning on Oh my god, I don't know that one either. How many pirates in the scum bar at the beginning? Fuck. Okay. I don't remember. Forest. What do we got back here?
Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
To the deep dark forest where I'm sure to get lost.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one. Museum of Pirate Lore. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Okay, so I'm waiting for everybody to get back. Got it. That's nice. You can just go straight to the docks. You don't have to...
Expedition to Fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. The clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm sure swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
I could be the gunner. Oh,
He could actually be the gunner.
Boom. Boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take
I have a lot to do today.
I'm gonna end up being the swabby. Fuck.
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
And the swabby will teach us how to use the mop.
Maybe swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh. LeChuck gave me a blacklist, and you're on it.
Dead.
In fact, you are blacklist.
Fuck.
I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
God damn it.
That's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you're gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment,
And strike. Yep.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Okay. The
How
ship.
clever.
Fucking A. I love this game. I love it already. This is fantastic. Alright. Talk to pirate leaders to get money. Join LeChuck's crew. I talked to the pirate leaders. They don't have money. Solve problem. Quartermaster recognizes me and won't hire me. Get a mop.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison.
They're back.
Would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
I'm so confused.
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to.
Okay, so the voodoo lady's back.
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster. Frankly, we were afraid not to.
Does that mean that...
Hey, Wally?
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Okay.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
I know where there's a mop.
I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
I can't blame him.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartography.
That's gonna be the
That's not
graffiti.
a real word.
Huh? They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Okay, that should let us.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? What's this a map of?
the secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Whew, looks chilly up there. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. The first rule of piracy is, never buy a used treasure map. Hey Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny. Huh, never seen one of those before.
Alright, that's everything. Okay, so now we have the monocle.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know.
Here we go.
Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
That's gonna be Murray.
Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
The annoying skull can be only one thing.
Story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait,
I mean,
let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island, knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
So, I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
okay. Can I hold on?
Hey, kid. You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Hi there. Hello again. Tell me again about...
You bring me the serial number. It's pretty straightforward.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid! They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barks.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Okay.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to... It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only.
This was where, so this is where Monkey Island 2, where the secret underground base opened up to, if I remember correctly. Which shocked me. Like, okay, so Wally's is open. Go back to the voodoo store now that she's open.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes.
Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here. The scrollwork is nice.
Hey, Gaia.
There are no numbers here.
How's your night going? So there's no...
Scrollwork is nice, but
Okay.
there are no numbers here. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game.
A crystal. This isn't that kind of game. Wow.
Not very practical. Keep up the good work, buddy. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Too bad it's empty. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. Looks like it's been there forever. Not for me. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic
Hey,
disguise
GBG.
is really useful.
There's always
Yeah,
the
see, I
famous
was...
eye patch of
I
John
played some
Reed
text
at the
adventures growing up, but
I'm
man, the
sure
Sierra
the
and
magic has
LucasArts
worn
adventure
off
games
by
were where I really, like,
but
hit my
I
stride.
believe I could restore its abilities.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy.
See, the thing is, I'd really like to play the original Zork games, the text adventure ones, but I don't think they would translate well to streaming. So it's if I do play them, it's going to be ones that I have to play like on my own time.
Pointy.
All right, Brid, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Life. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons. Use with breads.
Oh my
threads,
God!
Spreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should
Right,
not be
exactly,
carried in
Gaia.
pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster. Or
So we're doing the
shoe
writer's
at
cut,
all
which has more
times.
dialogue
Keep
than
the
normal.
product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Wow.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no
Whispering as the
apology
official
will
walkthrough
do,
Really?
give the forgiveness frog.
I didn't know that.
It's like a card, only much better because it's frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay, so eye patch at the path. Oh, the path forward has become apparent.
I don't suppose you sell mops.
I cannot guide you on matters of mops. The true master is the cook, the scumbar.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter
Stands
the
on its own without the game. Oh, that's
Do
nice.
answers
That's
ever
always
make
good.
sense?
There are no answers.
It is definitely a
Only
magical girl
questions
item,
that are
guy. Yeah, it's a disguise pen from Sailor Moon.
Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward. Like, When your glass is empty, but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Shit.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
No. Okay, so something tells me we need to open up that chest or to have the lockpick open up that chest. I need to go to the museum.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Authenticity is our watchword and our pledge. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
We need the monocle.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Damn it.
The display case is locked. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in
That's
the
amazing.
jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because
Spoiler alert.
I had an armload of mugs, and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Melee Clock Tower, stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the Pirate of 1,000 Faces. There's some very tiny writing on it.
Wait, I wonder.
If one monocle is good,
aha!
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
thieves, mostly.
Good to know.
That's totally how that works.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Nice ore.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
Oh my god, he's like,
Thanks.
he's
I got
like,
it under control.
he's literally the internet, well, actually, guy.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Tell me again about the coffin?
It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
No.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
It's locked. There's tiny writing. New serial numberless lock.
Bullshit, game. How dare you? Alright, but that tells me I can go... There's somebody in the woods. I just saw him.
Welcome back.
Hi. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Yeah, stamps. Don't you display all your stamps in high-end cases? Let's see here. Alright, so... Alright, so first things first.
I've got enough to last me. It doesn't fit. The display case is locked.
Are you fucking shitting me? How does it not fit?
It doesn't fit. The display case is locked.
Ah, I used the wrong fuck.
The display case is locked.
Meanwhile, at the mansion.
What do you expect me to do with...
Look at that crown full of keys.
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
hopelessly lost without a map.
Yep. Okay. Oh, I bet that's the map. Okay. I bet that's the maze map in...
Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away. One moment. Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
I like how he's just quick enough that he understands that he's being insulted.
That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
John Laney was especially known for impersonating monsters of various types.
You failed to mention that earlier.
It's not a strong part of the sales pitch.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
Okay. There's a lot going on here yet.
What's new, guys?
Not much, but be sure to come see us at the shop tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. But I can't do that yet. I still need to get the mop.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, we'll never figure that out.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new.
He's still got the
generation of
loom.
pirate leaders.
That's
with their
amazing.
highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Yes. I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for.
Of course.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a feeling that's exactly what it's gonna be.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
I said not to touch that. You don't use someone else's mop.
Why not?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the
like
heart
Vader.
of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
Yeah.
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you
Oh
must
my
discover
God.
for yourself.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the pirate part?
Even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Okay, well, the string is still gone. Wait, oh, there's a... God damn it, there's another trivia card there.
Stay away from that picture.
I'm gonna find the secret... I'm gonna find the...
Good for you.
Okay. Telling you that graffiti is gonna be a thing yet. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason.
A slightly suspicious ladder.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Nope, can't do that.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual
Shit.
journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there.
Oh, hey!
I'm that good.
So today this very handsome gentleman. I took mom for her thing today, and this very handsome gentleman gave me a sticker that said I'm a 10 out of 10. So we're just gonna save that.
Bye.
I need a sliver of the wood. Squints. Does the term schmeen mean anything to you? No. No, it does not, actually. I don't know it. Let's see, I'm a 10 out of 10. I always knew I was a perfect 10. Oh, there's another pirate.
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not.
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it.
Right away, sir. Fancy. Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called, or know what's in it, or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads.
Damn.
But I can't think about that right now.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
This just keeps getting twistier and twistier. I gotta go back to the governor's mansion now.
This was where the fantastic Flying Fettuccine Brothers circus used to be. Nothing left but old pinhole holes. Wow, I could have had a totally different future if I'd stayed with them.
True. Let's see, we got ingredients.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars.
By
but it
Bobby
looks like
LaFay.
difficulty.
Of course. Barbie LaFay.
I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
Barbie LaFlay catered that event. I own her cookbook, but I don't know any of the recipes.
Do you know where I can find Barbie LaFlay?
Middle of the Atlantic Ocean? She's halfway back to France by now.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
I need the book.
You never brought back the last book you borrowed.
I apologized already. She didn't like that.
Apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Well done. Ah.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Okay. So if I say I'm sorry, it doesn't help. Need to get the book. The book gets me the mop handle. Or the wood for the mop handle, I'm sure.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem.
Yeah, no shit.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
No.
No one ever works together. All want their own prize. When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone. You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it. A lock is a beautiful thing. A key, even more so.
Well, now we know why she's following the locksmith. Okay.
What's new, guys?
Not much, but be sure to come see us at the shop tomorrow.
What's new, guys?
Not much, but be sure to come see us at the shop tomorrow.
I guess we could try a stroll along the docks. Let's see.
Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay.
That's what I figured. Okay.
I better take off this voodoo eye patch first. Hey, watch it!
What the fuck? Really? Somebody broke the window? Anything changed in here?
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't borrow the book. I have something that I can. Let's see, we got open the to-do list. Try to remember why I'm... Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Here.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
That is
Got it.
complete nonsense. And yet, I am going to forgive you for losing my book. I can't even explain why. I just have this sudden, inexplicable
Our
urge
discussion
to
going on in a
forgive.
streamer I
You
follow
better
Discord
not be
about
up
them
to
meeting a
something.
community member
Just,
yesterday and
don't
giving him a
lose the
10.
frog,
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
No.
No, just
I
a
will
thing
keep
that
it
happened
with
today.
me always.
It's a cookbook. Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
He's never gonna return it. It's never gonna be. It's never coming back. That book's gone. That book's basically getting burned at this point. Oh, and I bet you the mop will get us the toothbrush. Okay, I think I understand. Nope, wrong way. Wrong way.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Don't do that.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make it all. I better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. This will be excellent.
Everything? I think that's everything I needed now.
He'll never complain again.
Okay, so the wooden sliver gets us the map. The map will get us through the forest, I bet.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
10 minutes later.
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Okay. So it's right, up, right, up, left, 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 up. Okay. He is really good, isn't he? I mean, and to just think, we just totally stole that dude's monocle in the second game and, like, left him stranded for, you know, like, hours without vision. Okay. Right. Up. Right. Up. Left. 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 Up.
Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Hey, little fella. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Several hours later. Oh my! Oh my god! Look at all the animals crying. Oh my god.
Hey, little dear. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Probably time for them to fly south. I'll take a shortcut back. I made him up. I think I'm ready to set sail.
Right? Nope. Can't get it with that. Okay.
How's this for a mop?
Let's see. Stick, blobby, spongy pad. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew.
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Meanwhile, at the Scum Bar.
Threepwood's on the Chuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
Started part 2. Part 2, A Dangerous Journey. Alright, I know it's...
Once you were on the Chuck ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped out your sword and said, I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, or you'll all walk the plank.
More or less.
The name's Gullet, but you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab, and I want to read the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here. You sleep here. You take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule. You are not to leave this hold under any circumstances.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
Any questions?
Alright. We are actually gonna call it there tonight. I hate to cut the stream short tonight, but I do have to get up in the morning. We are gonna continue tomorrow night with more Monkey Island, and I am gonna get you guys over to Elegy right now, who is currently playing a horror game called The Mortuary Assistant, and it's been kind of creepy. So, stick around, say hey, give a follow, and I will hopefully see you all tomorrow night for more Monkey Island action. Thank you all for all the support. I hope you all have a good night. Peace.